Stay Tuned Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of a drunken degenerate watching the National Football League.
And welcome everybody to Stay Tuned Sports on this NFL Sunday, Week 15. And watch along here with the Washington Redskins taking on the New York Football Giants live from a cold and snowy, blustery, wintry MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Thank you so much for joining us. Irish is in the chat. We can see you this time, Irish, because just remember, if you're in the chat, you got to go up to the upper left there and hit live chat, not top chat, to make sure that you see everybody's messages. That will be fine. Irish in the chat also here. Thank you very much for joining us here. Irish Jimbo in the chat. He's trying to bite off of Crafty's bit, telling me that he likes the 8-minute intro. It's only a minute and a half, I'm just saying. Anyway. Let me be creative, damn it. Jimbo in the chat is asking, how much snow did we get? We got a significant amount. We got somewhere between 4 to 6 inches, I think. It's a lot. It's a big, heavy snow too. Maybe even a little bit more than that. I don't know what the official totals are, but it's it is a snow out. It is everything is blanketed in a nice, clean way. It's the cleanest Bayonne, New Jersey will ever look. But that is where we are. But again, Week 15, New York Giants, Washington Redskins. Thank you so much for joining us here on Stay Tuned Sports. If you like any part of this broadcast whatsoever, please go ahead, hit that like button. Helps us out, I think, with the algorithm. Nobody knows how the YouTube algorithm works, except for maybe Matt Pat, and he's not on here anymore. So that's about it. But we have that. If you want to hit the like button, helps us out. I think can't hurt. Can't hurt. You know what does help is sharing us. Hit that share button. Let the world know that we exist. It's fantastic. It's a wonderful way to get more people on the channel. And if we do get more people on this channel, and if you are one of those new people, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button as we are on the road to 1,000 subscribers and hopefully being monetized on this great and wonderful platform known as YouTube. Thank you so very much. Jimbo says, also love the new Notre Dame shirt that's in the Stay Tuned Sports merch store. I get paid Tuesday. Well, let's see if you want to go see what he's talking about. Because I don't think I have it. Did I download it? Let me see. Because I'll show it on here if I downloaded it, but I'm not sure if I downloaded the pictures of it or not. Let me see. Let me look at my downloads. No, there's Taylor Swift. A lot of Taylor Swift there. But no. Oh, wait a minute. I have the picture that I used for it, I think. No, that's not it. That's not it. Maybe is it over here? Hold on. I'm going to have to find it now. Now I'm on a mission where I got to go find it. But yes, we have new shirts in the Stay Tuned Sports merch store. Why is this not coming up? Hold on. Yeah. It says, continue destination. There we go. Now we're getting it. Now we're picking it up. You go see, this is the brand new shirt that we have in. That it's a oh wow, it's really low, huh? There you go. It's Notre Dame. It's the Notre Dame Leprechaun saying burn it all down, because that's basically what Notre Dame has to do at this point with the college football playoff, with everything they're doing with the college football. It's just terrible. It's just terrible. Terrible people doing terrible things. But you can go get that right now over at the Stay Tuned Sports merch store, bit.ly/staytunedmerch, bit.ly/staytunedmerch. Also, if you want to, we have a donation station. If you want to give us a couple of bucks here at the channel, help us get along. Again, because we can't be monetized yet because we don't have the 1,000 subscribers and we don't have any of that stuff either. So if you want to, you can go help us out by those means. And as always, too, we have, if I can find where I had my shirt, there we go. There's the OG, the original, the Fuck the Ref shirt. That is available over at the Stay Tuned Sports merch store as well. You can go find that there. So we have all that there. Look at that. That was a long way to go for a little bit of a marketing opportunity here. Boy, that stadium is empty for this game. MetLife is just empty. There's Eagles fans. There's a lot of Redskins fans. There's just nobody there for the Giants. And by the way, the Redskins are going to get the ball first here, as it appears that the Giants won the toss and will defer. So that kick is taken at the 11, to the 25, to the 30, down to the 34-yard line, but we have a flag already, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a flag down, so we'll see what that is. Jimbo saying that Roma Dunze is out for Chicago's game today as he re-aggravated his foot injury. Okay, so I don't know what the flag was. I saw a flag thrown. I saw a flag thrown. I guess not. First down is going to be a loss of about a yard for the Redskins. That's, who's that, Nichols? So I thought I saw a flag. There was no official flag saying anything, or it got picked up. So it's back down to 0. I'll admit maybe it was a Redskin cleat or something. That could be. What's that, Pepper Jack? Oh, Pepper Jack's yelling in there. She's probably talking to Taylor Swift. Mariota back, looking to throw here on 2nd and 11. He's going to pull it down, run it himself. He's going to get about 8 yards on that carry, so it's going to be 3rd and about 3. And it was indeed a gain of 8, 3rd and 3 coming up here for Washington. Peeking in on the red zone. You see some of these other games kicking off here. New England and Buffalo kicking off now. They're at Gillette. Mariota, 3rd and 3, and shotgun. Trips out to his right for Mariota. Looks, throws. It's going to be caught, and that's going to be short. Terry McLaurin caught it, but that's going to be about half a yard short. How are the officials saying move the chains when he got hit short? Throw the challenge flag, Kafka. He was short of the fucking line. How? Wow. And the Giants are going to challenge it. All right. Thank God. He was short. He was short. That's what I mean. Well, that's a counterpoint view, yeah. Lloyd in the chat, great to see you, Lloyd. He says, I'm making chili. And he said, fuck, I hit the wrong team. I don't know which team you hit, but that's okay. A lot like American politics, your vote doesn't matter. I got to do some pick maintenance. Okay. So it looks like it's going to come back as saying it's a first down. I don't know how. You got to show me that replay. You got to show me where that's a first down because I don't see it. They're still in commercial here, but I'm seeing it. Hey, we got a Body Boy. Hey, Body Boy, great to see you. Thank you so much for joining us and bumping up our numbers, you piece of shit. Goddamn clankers. Oh, this guy's still in here. He's not going away. All right. Well, let's see. I was late on executing it. I was late. I got there. He's gone. He's gone. I can't believe they say call stands. That doesn't make any sense to me. That ball does not reach the first down marker. That's again, these Fuck the Ref hoodies available, bit.ly/stay tuned merch. Already starting. Hand off to McNichols. That's going to be good for 2 yards from what these officials are spotting, but these officials, I don't think these officials want to be at this game, to tell you the truth. It's cold against two teams that suck. They don't want to be there. So they're just making the dumbest ass calls that you could imagine. Second and 8. They're going to give him McNichols. He's getting pushed by his offensive lineman. It's going to be another gain of about 2 or 3. Depending. It's going to be 3rd and 5 now. Jaguars at the 5-yard line against the Jets, facing a 2nd and 4. Touchdown, Jaguars. They take the early lead against the New York Jetropolitans. 3rd and 5 here for the Redskins. Redskins moved. That is a flag, ladies and gentlemen. And that is now officially the first flag of the game. Oh, that's why this is going to suck. We got Vinovich. Oh, we got Vinovich in this game. This motherfucker. Oh, sorry. I'm trying to curse less. I am trying to curse less. But Vinovich, this dirty, drizzling son of a bitch. So now it is 3rd and 10 after the false start penalty there from the Redskins. Mariota in shotgun takes the snap. Steps back. He's going to pull it down. Now he throws over the middle. And that's going to be caught for a first down as Washington is in Giants territory now, all the way down at the 29-yard line. 1st and 10, Redskins. Son of a bitch. Ward is asking if the chat froze on me. No. I'm trying to decipher what the hell you're saying. King, don't execute order 66. If King executes order 66, the clankers get us. I don't even know what you're talking about, man. Sometimes, man, I have no idea it's like talking to Charlie Kelly from Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I have no idea what's going on up here, man. We got a flag on this play. It's no gain to Deebo Samuel Jr., but we will see what the flag is. Holding on the offense on Washington. So that's their 2nd penalty of the game. What are you rewatching the Error Store out there, Pepper? Yeah. Once wasn't good enough. You got to watch it again, and again, and again, and again, and again, and again, and again. I love you. Well, if you just wanted to watch the Tortured Poet segment, why not watch the whole thing? And then at the end, you get the Tortured Poet segment. All right, see, I got it. I'm picking up what you're putting down. 1st and 20 now after the holding call against the Redskins. Mariota is going to hand this one off, and that's going to be no gain on 1st down. Jimbo in the chat says, just when you get a break from my mumbo jumbo, now you get Lloyd. I know that, Lloyd, but in reference to, like, I'm not on the side of the robots here. So that's what I mean. If I was going to execute Order 66, it's in, oh! In and out of the hands of Deebo Samuel. Giants had a chance to get that. He just kind of, he did a little, what? And don't do it. Don't say it. Not these fucking kids with their stupid 6s and a 7 over there, and we've got a flag down from Vinovich holding on Washington. Penalty is declined, so Washington with another holding penalty, and we're up to 3 flags here for the game. Thank you so much for joining us here on this Sunday, Week 15, ladies and gentlemen. Watching along here with the Redskins and the Giants. Keeping an eye out on some of these other games as well. Chargers and Chiefs, that's a real cold one there. Raiders and Eagles, cold one there. Bears and Browns, cold one there. It's cold everywhere here, ladies and gentlemen. And it appears that the Chiefs have scored a touchdown, and they're going to take a lead early there against the Chargers. Go Chargers, go. 3rd and 20. Mariota, he's going to pull it down and run it, and he's going to get it to the 28-yard line is where it's being spotted. So that's going to end up being 4th and 9 for Washington. And it would be apparently time for a field goal attempt. Jake Moody still having work in the NFL. From the right hash mark. Snap, hold. That kick is up, and it is good. And the Washington Redskins take a 3-0 lead over the home team, New York Football Giants, playing in East Rutherford, New Jersey. We see Jackson Dart dressed, ready to go in his Phil Simms era threads. Giants looking good. And a lot of people are screaming that the Giants go back to that. I'm not 100% on that. I love the NY. I always will love the NY logo more than the Giants script logo. It's just what it is. Even though I grew up with the Giants script logo, I always loved the NY better. That's just me. But it seems like there's an inevitable push going back to those uniforms. As long as they fix the blue on the helmet from what it was, like as long as it's not the navy blue, if they make it that nice Giants blue to match the jersey, then yeah. Philadelphia Goddard goes into the end zone. He scores for the Eagles as the Eagles take a very predictable 7-0 lead over the Oakland Raiders of Las Vegas. The Raiders are the worst team in the NFL, by my opinion. They are in the bottom of the booty cheeks. Which, yeah, if we could take a look over there, we'll take a look over at the booty cheeks here for you. There's the top 12 that I had. We'll get rid of that. And then here's the booty cheeks for this week. 2 teams in the booty cheeks playing today. As you see, the Giants and Redskins playing each other. We got the Titans there at 30. The Browns at 31. They're playing against the Bears there. And then, yeah, the Raiders, I think, are perpetually and forever going to be in hell for this year because they are a mess. They are terrible. If the Eagles lose this game, like, what are we even doing? But at that point, I think it's that Jimbo, though, very happy in the chat says, fuck yeah, Philadelphia, 12-play drive for a touchdown. You're playing the Raiders. You should beat them and beat them handily. If you don't, that'll be the problem, Jimbo. That's when you got to start worrying. Bears and Browns still at 0-0. Nothing happening there. Patriots, they have a 7-0 lead up on the Bills. And it appears the Bills and Josh Allen are going to have to punt. They're just not going right there in Gillette for Buffalo. If they lose this game, the Patriots clinch the AFC East. So it is a hat and T-shirt game for the Patriots. Lloyd in the chat says, "Be careful on Discord, homie. I'll say why." That sounds like a threat from. I'm not saying it's you. You might be giving a warning. I'm like, that sounds ominous and threatening. You better watch out. Giants, they're going to get the kick at the 5. They bring it up to the 20, to the 25, to the 30, to the 33-yard line, and that's where the Giants will go ahead and start this drive. Almost broke it there on the return. As we'll see Jackson Dart and this Giants offense take the field for the first time in this Week 15. Let's see how they do. $9:16 remaining here in the first quarter. Dart steps back, looks, throws. That's going to be complete to Wan'Dale Robinson. No, that's actually Slayton. Sorry, that's Darius Slayton. I got the number wrong. It was 18, not 17. But first down Giants as they are all the way up now at the Redskins' 48-yard line. Interim offensive coordinator Tim Kelly for the Giants dialed up a real nice play there on 1st and 10, as the Giants now have 1st and 10 from the Washington 48. And we had somebody jump. Is that going to be encroachment? And it's going to be against the Redskins, encroachment. And the Redskins just cannot stay out of their own way. A lot of penalties, 4 flags in this game so far, all on the Redskins. With a very, I mean, it's a Vinovich crew, so it's bad, but. So Dart goes under center here for 1st and 5, now from the 43-yard line of Washington. It's going to be a handoff to Tyrone Tracy, and that's going to be a 1st down. Needed 5 yards, got about 5 yards. They're going to officially say 6, but either way, it is a cross. 1st down. Jaguars with a 7-0 lead against the Jets, and they are driving again down in Duval. For they've got 1st and 10 from the 12-yard line to the Jaguars. Here in MetLife, it's 1st and 10. Jackson Dart under center. Slayton in motion. No, that's Wan'Dale in motion. I keep on getting confused. Good blitz pickup there from Tracy. Dart was looking for Bellinger, floated it up there, incomplete. Bellinger did not turn around, did not see that. So incomplete, 2nd and 10 from the Washington 37. Dart hands off to Tracy. He's going to try to bounce it outside, and he gets about 4 yards. So it's going to be 3rd and 6 for the Giants. 7:32, 7:31, 7:30 remaining here in the first quarter. Third and 6. Dart was passing towards Slayton. It's going to be overthrown. Looks like it was either miscommunication or just Slayton got jammed up there. So 4th and 6 now for the Giants from the Washington 33. We'll see what happens there, Lloyd. By the way, I read what you said about what was happening with some of the Discords, where people were rating them and sending CP through those Discords. So we'll keep an eye out. If it happens, we'll probably know hamsters involved. So we'll just I'll work under that assumption, and we'll talk to the right people, talk to the authorities, and make sure that people are looking in the right places if something like that does happen. But we'll look for it. And the Giants missed the field goal, by the way. There was a snap, there was a hold, it was kick, it was up, but it was wide left. That was so far left it was going to shoot up another college. And it remains 3-0 Redskins over the Giants. So the Giants had a promising drive there, stalled out once they reached the Redskins zone, real deep into Redskins territory, so the Giants could not move that along. Looking at some of these other games here, the Chiefs are still leading the Chargers 7-0, but the Chargers have 2nd and 5 inside Kansas City territory at the 45. Eagles have a 7-0 lead on the Raiders. Jaguars 14-0. They did score a touchdown there. They are starting to pull away from the Jets, as we all kind of thought that would. Texans with a 10-0 lead on the Cardinals, which we thought, yes, again, it is the Cardinals. And the Texans are good. No score in the Browns and Bears game yet. No score in Ravens and Bengals. That's what I was saying too. The Patriots with a 7-0 lead on the Bills. And that is getting you caught up to date on all of these games here on this Week 15 Sunday. Checking out Drake May and the Patriots in their own territory, facing a 3rd and 1. They try to throw for it, and it's going to be incomplete, 4th and 1. Patriots are going to punt, and the Bills that's where they're going to get the ball back there. Giants, again, they're re-showing on Red Zone, how they kicked and missed it, which sucks. Lloyd says, yeah, of all the places for something like that to happen, a raid, sending out CP, all the places that happened to my biology server. He says, it wasn't hamster, doubt hamster isn't a biology or human evolution. I have no idea. I'm just saying if something like happens to our server, which is so small and so off the radar and so inconspicuous, that if someone was going to do that, it's going to happen because somebody knows somebody who knows somebody. That's how that goes. That's what I'm working under. And that will be the assumption I work under from this point out. Like, I'm just saying, I don't fuck around with that. And then after investigation, if it turns out not to be him or not to be somebody associated with him, then fine. And that's what the investigation is for. But that is my first thought, and that is where I will go and point any kind of investigation to go look at. Jimbo says, wait, did you say the Texans are good? I remember you making fun of me because I thought the Texans were good. You said the Texans were going to be 15-2 and have a bye, be the number 1 seed in the AFC, best team in the NFL. Yes. That deserved to be made fun of, especially after the first 8 games of this season. The first half of the season, they were terrible, Jimbo. Come on. Now, their defense has definitely stepped up their game to be one of, if not the best defense in the NFL. And their offense is better. Like, it's not great still. And it honestly seemed to have performed better with Davis Mills under center than C.J. Stroud. But that is what it is. Handoff here. For the Redskins, it's going to be about a 7 or 8 yard gain. They're going to say only 6 yards. 2nd and 4 upcoming here for the Redskins. Yeah, what a hell of a turnaround there. I'll say that to Lloyd and Joey. What a hell of a turnaround for the Texans. The fact that, and that just goes to show you, just because you do have a bad first half of the season doesn't mean you can't. Like, look at the Cowboys. The Cowboys are still alive in the playoffs and for the division, believe it or not, with the Eagles being who they are. That's going to be a 5 to 6 yard gain there for Washington. It doesn't matter if it's a first down as they move the chains, and they are now in Giants territory once again at the 46. 6:03, 6:02, 6:01, and 6 minutes even remaining here in the first quarter. It's going to be a fake reverse here from the Redskins, and it's not going to get anything. Half a yard. A 2nd and a long 9 coming up. But it kind of feels like a foregone conclusion now that the Texans are going to be a playoff team. Like, the Texans are going to make the playoffs. And that's wild to think about. Like, if you would have asked me that in week 8, 9, 10, I would have been like, nah, this is a Jaguars and Colts situation. But the Colts, with all the injuries and then collapsing as they have, and the Jaguars keeping on pace, and then the Texans just ramping up here. It feels like it's inevitable that the Texans are going to make the playoffs. Mariota running for his life. He's going to get 4 yards. 3rd and 4 upcoming. They're going to say 5. So 3rd and 4 upcoming for the Skins. Mariota escapes the pressure. Giants just unable to catch up with Mariota. Jimbo said, I told you they were good, but you didn't want to believe me. Well, they weren't good for the first half of the year, and they're still not great. Outside of the defense, the Texans are not great. The Texans' defense is doing what we all thought the Steelers' defense would do for Pittsburgh this year, except Pittsburgh is their defense has taken a shit. McNichols on the Giants were in the backfield but could not get him down, and on 3rd and 4, he gets 5. First down, Redskins move the chains. They are at the Giants' 35-yard line. And here's the thing, Jimbo. They're still not going to be 15-2, and they're still not going to be the number 1 seed in the AFC. So, you were still very wrong. I'm just pointing that out there. Lloyd said, anybody else having chili tonight? This would be a great night for chili. This is a very snowy, chilly day. This is a chilly day if there ever... It's a chilly day for chili. 4-yard gain on first down for the Redskins. 2nd and 6. 3:42, 41, and 3:40 remaining in the first quarter. You're watching along Week 15 of the NFL with your boy King here on Stay Tuned Sports. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us. If you like any part of this broadcast, please hit that like button. I don't know if it does anything, but it can't hurt. Hit the like button, hit that share button, let people know we exist. And if you are brand new here for the channel, on the channel for the first time, please hit that subscribe button as you're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. 2nd and 6, thrown, almost intercepted, but falls. Incomplete. 3rd and 6 coming up. Oh, man, what a play that could have been. But again, that's the Giants' season. Opportunities falling through hands. That is what that happens. Jimbo says, no. They play like a 15-2 team. That's what I meant to say. Okay. Oh, Mariota, he's hit, stripped, sacked. Is it going to be a fumble? Who got the ball? The Redskins do jump back onto the ball. But that's going to be 4th and 13 now for the Redskins. And that's going to be all the way back at the Giants' 38-yard line. They're going to try probably for another field goal, I would imagine. Lloyd says, I think the Jaguars get the number 1 spot. I imagine you're saying number 1 spot in the division, because I think the Patriots are going to get the number 1 spot in the conference. But Lloyd says, I think the Jaguars get number 1 spot in the division, but the Texans do better in the playoffs. Maybe. I know the Redskins are going to punt this one, and the Giants fair catch it at the 9. Not a fan of that. Oh, I never moved the possession ball. That's my fit. Okay. Either way, Giants got the ball back. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Giants from their own 9-yard line when they come back here. Yeah. No, I figured. That's what you meant. And that could be. Hey, the Jets got a touchdown. Look at that. Jets. And all of a sudden, that's going to be a 7-point game again, so long as they don't miss the extra point, which is the Jets, so you never know. Bears, they've gotten a touchdown, and they lead the Browns now 7-0. Still no score in the Ravens and Bengals game. Chiefs 7, Chargers 3, as the Chargers get Dicker, the kicker, on the board there. The Jets do convert the extra point, so it is 14-7. Patriots still lead 7-0 over the Bills. They have a 1st and 10 from midfield itself. Then you have the Eagles still with a 7-0 lead over the Raiders. Jaguars, as we just mentioned, 14-7 over the Jets. And the Texans lead 17-0 over the Cardinals in Glendale. Alrighty, while we have this little break here, let me go grab myself a cup of coffee, and I'll be right back. And look at that, right back. Cup of coffee. So the Giants have 1st and 10 at their own 9 as they get ready to, hopefully, go on a drive here and get some points. Dart under center. Hard count. Gets Washington to jump, but they get back before they snap it. Dart play action. Steps back. Looks. Throws over the middle. Way over the head of Slayton. As Dart picks himself up off the ground. It looks like he was hit as he threw. So, incomplete. 2nd and 10. And, yeah, his arm was hit on the follow-through. So, that did not allow. Ooh, right on the elbow, too. Jesus Christ. Jackson Dart's not going to last 5 years. Hand off to Singletary. Singletary's going to get 4 yards or only 3. They're going to mark him only 3. 3rd and 7 for the Giants. They got to get 7 yards here on the first down. By the way, Patriots now 1st and goal from the 6-yard line of the Bills. Patriots look like they're about to punch it in again. Dart takes the snap, looks, throws. He's going to get it out to Theo Johnson, and he's going to be about a yard short of the first down. And yep, the Giants are going to punt. I mean, you're on your own 18-yard line. If you go for it, I know the Giants are 2-10, 2-11. Who gives a shit? But Giants have new punter Cameron Johnston. As the Scottish Hammer's been injured, so punt is away for the Giants. And the Redskins are going to get it back at the 35. Returned it all the way up to the Giants' 46-yard line. So the Redskins, with 32 seconds remaining in the first quarter, will start well within Giants territory. And the Patriots, Drake May, he pulls it down and says, fine, I'll do it myself, and scores a touchdown. The Patriots up 14-0 on the Buffalo Bills. Jaguars driving again against the New York Jetropolitans. Yeah, look at the Cardinals still trying. Mariota throws over the middle. That's going to be caught by Debo. That's going to be a first down near the Giants' 34. They're going to mark it at being down at the 33. So 1st and 10 for the Redskins from the 33-yard line, and that's going to be the last play of the first quarter. The Redskins 3, the Giants nothing. Here on Week 15, NFL Sunday, here on Station Sports. Thank you so much for joining us here. My name is King. If you'd like to help us at all, please go ahead and hit that like button, hit that share button, let people know that this channel exists. And, of course, if you would like to, and have not yet, hit that subscribe button and a notification bell. That would be great as we're on the road to 1,000 subscribers and hopefully being monetized here on this great and lovely platform known as YouTube. If you want to help us out a little bit more directly, we have a link for our donation station and our merch store at the top of the chat and in the description below this video. You can go to both. And again, donate whatever you'd like. We do appreciate any donations, any and all donations that would help us out here, as we can't do super chats or memberships here yet because we don't have the 1,000 subscribers. Also, we have new merch in the merch store, as we've got a bunch of it all the time. We've got a new Notre Dame shirt in there for Burn It All Down. We've got, of course, the Just End the Season shirts. We've got our very popular Fuck the Refs hoodies and T-shirts. Those are all available there as well. Plus, so many of the 8-bit helmets. More of those are coming on the way. Lots of other just little fun little shirts there. If you have any ideas for shirts that you might want or would like to see in the merch store, you can go ahead and let us know. Come into the chat or join our Discord. Discord link is down below. You can do all that if you would like, and that would help us out tremendously as well. Because, again, I would want to make the merchandise that you guys would like to buy. So if you have some ideas, you have some thoughts or something like, man, this would be really cool if we could do this, I will listen to that, and I will see what I can do in putting that off into the old merchosphere, if you will. So, again, all of that will help us out if you want to do any of that. But thank you so much for just watching along and joining us here on this journey, watching these 3-10 Redskins and the 2-11 Giants just bumblefuck their way through a football game here. Let's see, looking more over at some of these scores. We still, as we mentioned, Patriots 14, Bills nothing. Still no score in the Ravens-Bengals game. The Bears, they have just scored a touchdown against the Cleveland Browns. And they're about to take a 14-0 lead over Cleveland in a very cold and frosty Chicago. I don't know why I said it like that. It's a weird Sunday. It's just a weird Sunday. Eagles, they have added a field goal to their lead, up 10-0 on the Raiders. Jaguars, they have a 1st and 10 from inside the Jets' 20-yard line, so they are in the red zone, as are the Cardinals, who are now facing a 1st and goal from the Houston 3-yard line, looking to get on the board and make it a 10-point game with the Houston Texans. So 1st and 10 for the Redskins from the 33-yard line of the Giants. Mariota is going to do a handoff. And that's going to be a gain of 11, 1st down Redskins. That Krosky Merritt? Yeah. Mariota's going to pull it down, run it himself on 1st and 10. He's going to get 5 yards. They're going to say 6 yards. 2nd and 4 from the Giants' 16-yard line. It's going to be that type of game. 13:43. Here's going to be a handoff to Merritt. That might be a touchdown. And I think it is. And they do say touchdown, Washington Redskins, as they are about to make this a 10-0 lead over the New York Giants. Merritt, this Giants run. Look at that. Just you can't find a bigger hole than that. Snap, hold, kick is up, and it is good. And the Redskins add the extra point there. It is now a 10-0 game. Washington over the Giants. And the Giants will get the ball back and will just fail and everything they do. And we'll move on. We'll just move on. Hey, we're only a couple more weeks of this. As a Giants fan, there's only a couple more weeks of this. I mean, it's fun. We get to watch some of the other games too, so that's good. I don't want the NFL to end. I just want the Giants season to end. That's the big difference when you look at it. The Giants have not played well for 15 years now, and it's just been miserable. So we got to watch this team, as stated by the ancient laws of conduct. We must watch this. If you are a fan, you are a fan. You are beholden to this team. There are no fair weather fans here. There is no jumping on bandwagons. That is not what we do. As secondary teams, all right, Giants aren't in it. So I like this team. I'll root for them. That's how I was doing with the Colts. I like the Colts. I pull for them. I like to see them do something. You like to see all that kind of stuff. But we are the fans of our teams. We don't give up. You don't quit. Again, I've seen the New York Giants play in 5 Super Bowls. I've seen them win 4 Super Bowls in my lifetime. Again, I was very young when they won their first one in 1986. Just a young lad of what was that? That was 86. I was 5 that season. I was 5 years old when the Giants won their first Super Bowl. So I've been alive. I remember little bits and pieces of it, but I do remember it. So I've seen the Giants win 4 Super Bowls, go to 5. I know the good times. I also know plenty of the bad times. I remember most of the 90s with Dave Brown and Danny Cannell. All right, that was our quarterback. Ray Handley, not great. Things of that nature. And then also remember the 2000s, the where it was we went to the Super Bowl with Kerry Collins and Jim Fossil, and I think we were in that game. The refs really screwed us in that game. I'll say that. Maybe the Ravens win anyway, but when they also get all the calls and bad calls at that and all that other kind of stuff, it is what it is. But we had that. Then we got Eli. We were bad for a while again, and then we got Eli. And again, even with Eli, we weren't great for a lot, but we were competitive enough. And then especially when we made the playoffs, if the Giants made the playoffs with Eli Manning, we were going places. That was the thing. We didn't always make the playoffs, but if we did, we were going places. Giants going to return this kickoff up to the 40-yard line, and we've got a penalty marker down. We'll see what that is. Singletary with the return. Holding on to Giants, they say, so take that return and shove it up your ass because it doesn't mean anything, and the Giants will get the ball deep in their own end again. So instead of being on the 40, the Giants are going to be on their own 19-yard line, loss of 21 yards. Jimbo says, I thought that Super Bowl was called fairly. I think you can kiss the fattest part of my ass, Jimbo. 13:29 here in the second quarter. Jackson Dart in deep shotgun. Throws quickly. He's going to get Wan'Dale Robinson, and that's going to be a first down and a little bit more. Gets it all the way up to the 36-yard line from the 19. So that's a 17-yard gain for Wan'Dale Robinson, who, ironically enough, wears number 17. Look at that. Look at that. Now, some people say there are no coincidences in this life, in this universe. I, on the other hand, say there are. That happens. So relax. Don't worry about it. 1st and 10 for the Giants. Oh, batted down at the line. Dart, he was looking for Wan'Dale again, but he missed the giant black man wearing a Washington Redskins uniform and hit him right in the chest. Second and 10. Hand off to Tracy. And Tracy's only going to get about 3 yards. 3rd and 7. Giants in danger of stalling out here again on another drive here. And the Bengals get a turnover against the Ravens. Nobody in that game seems to want to score. There's 9.5 minutes remaining. Dart gets Washington to jump, but he doesn't snap the ball. Jackson Dart getting pressure. Now he throws deep down the field. He was looking for Slayton. Incomplete. Just overthrown as he was facing pressure. 4th and 7. Giants will punt. By the way, Jaguars up 21-7 on the Jets. Down in Duval County. So 12-16 remaining. Giants 4th and 7, getting ready to punt here, waiting for the snap. Not sure what's taking so goddamn long. Just snap the goddamn ball, kick the ball so Washington can go down the field and score again. For the love of God, we know what's going to happen here. Fair catch at the 18-yard line. That looked like the 18 to me. Was it not? I thought it was on the other side of the 20. They're saying 23. Was it 18? Okay. Either way. 1st and 10 for Washington from, it says here, the 23-yard line. So we'll go with that. So no other real updates to say here. Bears up 14-0. We mentioned that before. Still no score in the Ravens-Bengals game. Chiefs 7-3 over the Chargers. Patriots 14-0 over the Bills. We've got the Eagles 10-0 over the Raiders. We've got the Jaguars 21-7 over the Jets, but the Jets are in Jacksonville territory facing a 3rd and 9. And the Texans with a 17-7 lead over the Cardinals. The Cardinals getting on the board with a touchdown on their last drive. Although the Texans now are driving, they have a 1st and 10 in Arizona territory. Patriots are going to get a first down deep in their own end to keep their drive alive as they are currently there with a 14-0 lead. Cincinnati trying to get something, anything going here against Baltimore in this 0-0, 0-0, 0-0 snooze fest. But instead, on the play that they just had, they're going to have a legal procedure. So that's going to be a 5-yard penalty and moving back. Patriots, they're going to get about a 5-yard gain there on 2nd down. Texans, they're going to showing us how they got to where they are, and they're moving against Arizona in Arizona territory with C.J. Stroud. Jimbo's already upset with the Eagles. He says, and the Eagles are back. First drive, awesome. Scored, wonderful. Second drive, it was pretty good. Just dropped a TD, and so had to settle for the field goal. Now, third drive, 3 and out. So what you're saying is the first 15 scripted plays went great for the Eagles, and now since then it's been slowly downhill. Which again, Eagles fans have been very upset at Kevin Patullo for his apparent lack of imagination when it comes to calling football plays. So maybe that is. Mariota throws over the middle, and that's going to be a first down all the way down to the 42-yard line. Bates with the reception. Again, wide open, nobody covering. Mariota's under center now for this time from the 42. Got a man in motion. Going to be a handoff. Oh, ball's loose! And again, Washington's able to fall on it. It's going to be ends up as a gain of 6 or 7. Don't say it. And so it is second, and yeah, it was 7 yards even after the fumble. Giants, again, were able to get the fumble, but unable to recover. So that's 2 fumbles in this game that the Giants have not recovered. And it's those opportunities and that kind of missed plays that are going to do it. Crafty in the chat. Great to see you, buddy. Crafty Southpaw joining us in the chat. The dad jokes will flow now, indubitably. If you want to join us in the chat and enjoy some of Crafty's fine dad jokes, come into the chat and join us. Say hi, say hello, say how you doing. First down, Redskins, as they get all the way down to the Giants' 41-yard line. 1st and 10. And this is misery. This is misery watching this. This is misery watching this. This Giants defense is ass. Mariota throws incomplete. Laramie Tunsil off the field. He's injured. They're taking a look at his shoulder. Oh, no. Interception by the Chargers. They were facing apparently a 3rd and 11. It's intercepted, and the Chiefs have the ball deep in Chargers territory, and they are set up in great position. 2nd and 10 for the Redskins. And I think that's McNichols. He keeps it in bounds, and that's going to be a first down and even more down to the 25-yard line for the Giants. Jimbo says they need to bring Shane Bowen back. You shut your dirty whore mouth, Jimbo. Mariota changing the play. Play clock down to 2, down to 1. Play clock at 0, and Washington is going to call their first time out of the first half as they now go down to 2 timeouts. No score still in the Ravens-Bengals game. That thing is a piece of shit. The Patriots, they have taken a commanding 20-0, I think, pending the extra point lead here, as they've got another touchdown, and the extra point is good for the New England Patriots. They lead the Bills 21-0 at Gillette, as it appears the Patriots are going to lock up the AFC East for the first time in 5 years. And it appears that the... As everybody's been saying for a while, Daddy's home. And the Patriots are back on top in the AFC East. Eagles 10-0 on the Raiders. They have the ball again deep in their own end at their own 30-yard line. Jaguars 21-7 up on the Jets. And the Texans have a 20-7 lead on the Cardinals pending an extra point. In this game on 1st and 10, it's going to be a carry for about 4 yards. That's McNichols again, and that's going to be 2nd and 6 coming up from the Giants' 21-yard line. Giants have to get a great defensive either coordinator or defensive-minded head coach. Mariota, he's going to escape pressure. Now he just throws it up to nobody. That's going to be incomplete. 3rd and 6 upcoming. He was out of the pocket. I don't know if it reached the line of scrimmage, but who gives a shit at this point? Who gives a shit? So 3rd and 6 from the Giants' 21-yard line. Will the Redskins get a first down? Will they get a touchdown, or will they have to settle for another field goal to make it a 13-0 game over the New York Giants? Third and 6. Still waiting. Man in motion for the Redskins. Mariota takes the snap. He escapes the pressure again. Throws to the back of the end zone. Incomplete. No flags. 4th and 6. And the Redskins will go ahead and take a shot at putting another 3 on the board, which I think we can safely say at this point would be the dagger in the game, because this Giants team can't do diddly poo, as old Jim Moore would say. Man, the Chiefs had the ball in goal-to-goal situation, and they looks like they're not going to get a touchdown. Snap, hold, kick is up, and it is good. Giants did a good attempt to jump over the line without touching anybody, without having the leverage call, but could not get the ball. So it's up and through, and the Redskins have a 2-touchdown lead over the New York Giants. Chiefs will settle for a field goal, and that'll make it 10-3. They had a golden opportunity to put another touchdown on the board, but the Los Angeles Chargers defense was able to hold them. The Ravens, they have a 3rd and 7 from the Bengals 30, and they're going to convert that. They're going to get down to the 10, to the 5. That's going to be a touchdown for the Ravens. Somebody has finally scored in that game. The Ravens up 7-0 on the Bengals, as they have also made the extra point, as I'm seeing it a little delayed here on the Red Zone channel. Crafty in the chat says the AFC North is the NFL equivalent of an STD. Nobody wants to get out of each other's way, and they're all infecting us with bad football. Yeah, I did notice that it was the Henderson had a very long run there. Was it Henderson? I thought it was Stevenson. Either way, for the Patriots, long-ass run is what got 50-plus rushing touchdown there. Let me see. Let me find out what that was. Oh, it was Trayvon Henderson. Yeah, 52-yard touchdown run. So that was, and the Patriots just kind of own this game right now. Texans, what, did they miss the extra point? Oh, no, they were up 17. That's right. I was like, wow, that seemed like it was off to me. Okay, so they were 17-7. Then they got the touch. Okay, I got it. I'm back to being somewhat normal. Well, I mean, not normal, but you know what I mean. I have an understanding now. As we're getting ready for the Redskins to go. Did I not have it on there again? Damn. And that's going to be a touchback there. So the Giants get the ball at the 35-yard line. Noah Brown, the Redskins wide receiver, he is going to be listed as questionable with a back injury, and Larry Mutunzel, same, questionable with a left shoulder injury. Under center, Jackson Dart's going to hand off to Tracy, and Tracy's going to get about 5 yards on that one. Gets us to the 40-yard line. 2nd and 5 for the Giants. Trying to find something, get something going here in the first half. As they have gone, they missed a field goal on their opening drive, and then they've gone 3 and out on their last 2 drives. This being their 4th drive. Wandale Robinson in motion. Going to be another handoff. And this one's going to be good for 2.5 yards, maybe. They're going to say 3. Oops, sorry, punched the mic. Wow, they're going to say 4? Where? I don't know where they're spotting that. They're saying 3rd and 1 for the Giants from the 44-yard line. Crafty letting us know that Trevor Lawrence having some issues with his hand. Uh-oh, that's never good. Eagles driving here against the Raiders. Third and 2 was the official mark. Tracy's going to go ahead and get that throw. I was going to say 3rd and 2 made more sense than 3rd and 1. But he gets through first down for Tracy. As we see a kid wearing a Rangers jacket in the stands, that kid can eat a big pile of shit. Let's go Devils. Wandale Robinson in motion. Another handoff to Tracy. Bounces off a tackle, and he's going to get an extra yard because of that. Going to be 2nd and 7. I thought he got about 3 yards on that. Or they're going to mark him there. Only 2. 2nd and 8 coming up here. I thought I got a little bit more than that. But who am I to say? I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm some fat jerk at home watching this through bad glasses. Starting shotgun. 6:22 remaining here in the second quarter. Dart is looking for somebody to throw to. Cannot find anybody. Now he's going to break the pocket. And now he's going to pull it down and run it himself. And he's going to get about 5 yards, but we got a flag down. Holding on the Redskins on the defensive secondary. They're going to add 5 yards to the end of the run, and since it is a holding, it is an automatic first down. Bills have a first and goal situation against the Patriots. They're looking to get their first points of the game. 2:24 remaining in the half there. Wandale in motion. Dart looks, passes to Singletary out of the backfield. Good for a yard and a half. Actually, they say yard and a half. 2nd and 8 coming up here for the Giants. Long 8. Dart and shotgun. He's going to take the snap here. Now he's going to pull it down and run it himself as he stumbles. Gets the first down and more. Gets it down to the 20, to the 15, down to the 12. First down, Giants. Jackson Dart on the carry. 28-yard run, and that makes Jackson Dart the leading rusher for the New York Giants in this game so far. Yeah, I saw that was a bad penalty against the Jaguars. The Jets receiver had pushed the other guy after he was out of bounds, and the other guy just kind of pushed him back, and the Jet player, oh my God, I'm down. And they threw personal foul flag against the Jaguars. That's a bad flag. But they always get the retaliation. They do never get the instigator, and you should know that as a football player. Dart, bootleg, out to his right. Can't find anybody. Now he's going back to his left. Throws. Out of bounds. Incomplete. 2nd and 10 as Dart is again lifted off of the carpet there at MetLife Stadium. The Eagles, they have scored themselves a touchdown as they are now going to take a 16-0 lead over the Raiders, and pending the extra point, it will be a 17-0 lead. Crafty says that was the Colts reject A.D. Mitchell who played the refs. Yeah, hey, listen, do what you can do. Dart with a designed carry again, and that's for half a yard plus a big hit. Can we stop doing that to our quarterback? So now 3rd and 10 for the Giants, as that was no gain on that. So Jackson Dart took a big hit for no reason. Handoff here to Tracy. He's going to get the first down, and he's going to get the touchdown. Touchdown, New York Giants. And they're finally on the board. Tracy fought like hell to get that touchdown. And he got it. So you got it. You got to respect it. And now, for the extra point, we've already got a missed field goal here. So let's see if Younghoe Koo cannot kick the turf. Snap, hold, kick is up, and it is good. And now the Giants, this could be a 13-10 game. It is now just 13-7, but they are on the board. And that's all you gotta take the little victories where you can get them. And the Giants score a touchdown. Here we go. Good times had by all. Thank the Lord. Crafty letting us know that the Bills have indeed scored a touchdown. And they have. So now they have cut their lead to just 2 touchdowns. Or cut their deficit, to 2 touchdowns. Patriots 21, Bills 7. As we mentioned, the Eagles with a 17-0 lead over the Raiders. The Jets settle for a field goal, and that makes it 21-10. Jaguars lead at Everbank Stadium there. The old Gator Bowl in Duval County. Bears still with a 14-0 lead over the Browns. Browns facing a 4th and 17 from the Bears' 40-yard line. Texans still with a 20-7 lead over the Cardinals, but they have a 2nd and goal from the Cardinals' 4, so that score might be changing relatively soon. Ravens and Bengals. Ravens have a 7-0 lead. Somebody finally scored in that game. Bengals, they're facing a 3rd and nearly 20, 3rd and 19 from their own 38-yard line. As that game looks like, it looks as boring as it looks. So, and there we go. That is the lineup there. Chiefs with a 10-3 lead over the Chargers. We've gone through all the other games. Most of these games are either at the 2-minute warning, just before the 2-minute warning. The Giants game is the only one. Giants and Jets. Jets, Jaguars, they have 5 minutes left to go. Giants here and the Redskins have 3:37 remaining. So still lots of time on the board there. But most of these other 1 o'clock games are either at the 2-minute warning or below 2 minutes to play. Tyrone Tracy's first touchdown since week 7. That says a lot. By the way, the 3rd and 19 for Joe Burrow and the Bengals. Watching this here on Red Zone. And Burrow is just going to throw it away. Redskins return that ball up to the 18-yard line. It looks like he dropped it, but he does recover his own fumble. Again, the Giants getting some fumbles here, but they can't get it, can't recover any of them. So 1st and 10 for the Redskins from their own 23-yard line. Tunsil going to the locker room again with his shoulder injury. He was trying to make it work. He was trying to do the stretching and everything like that. Turns out it is handoff here on 1st down for the Redskins. We've got a flag already, as that was Nichols going out of the backfield, but we'll see what this flag is. Holding on the offense, moving back 10 yards, and that's going to be 1st and 20. Debo gets the call against them. Crafty in the chat. Man, I keep on punching the microphone. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Crafty in the chat says, if the Texans win 2 of their last 4, it will be very hard, if not nearly impossible, for the Chiefs to make the playoffs. At this point, the Chiefs' playoff hopes are very much on life support, and the plug is hanging by a thread into the outlet. That's what we're looking at. Mariota getting pressure, escapes the pressure yet again, and is able to slide down for a gain of 2. Giants had him for a good loss of 10 almost, but instead he's able to get 2 yards, makes it 2nd and 18 now from the Washington 15-yard line. .249, 248, 247 remaining in the second quarter. And that's going to be a loss of 5 yards on the Redskins. Abdul Carter finally does something for the New York Giants. And that's a big tackle for a loss. It's going to be 3rd and 22. You know what that means, ladies and gentlemen. It's 3rd and 22. She comes on the screen. Nice to see you, Taylor. Thank you for joining us here. Jimbo says, I blame the Chiefs' downfall on Taylor Swift. They won a Super Bowl while she was with Travis, and they went to a Super Bowl while she was with Travis. There's no downfall. This is a hiccup, but it's not a downfall. Relax, Jimbo. Don't you dare. Don't you dare besmirch the great and beautiful, the wonderful Taylor Swift. By the way, 3rd and 22. We were at the 2-minute warning, which means Taylor gets to stay on here for a while. That's nice. I like it. That's a good time. As long as there's something with a 22 or a 13 on the board here, Taylor shows up for us. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the Texans have like the easiest remaining schedule of any of the teams. So, like, it's going to be super difficult for the Chiefs. And there was the breakdown here too. I want to see if I can find it. It was a great graphic. I think it was by either CBS or Fox. I want to find this. Yeah, hold on. Because I'm sure I can find it. Give me a second. Let me see. Yeah, no, it's not there. Bless me. Jimbo says they were on their way to a Super Bowl when they started dating. They barely made it last year. Barely made. They were 15-2 last year. What are you talking about? Barely made it. They had the bye last year. So here we go. 3rd and 22 for the Redskins. They're going to hand it off here to McNichols. And he's going to get it up to about the 16, maybe 17. They'll give him a little forward progress, but that's going to be 4th down and 16. So there we go. 22 is done. Bye, Taylor. We'll see you later. Crafty excited by what he sees down in Duval, saying that Trevor Lawrence had a hell of a completion down there. We will see if I can find that on the red zone. I imagine if it's pretty cool, they will show that here. So 4th and 16. Redskins are going to go ahead and punt here. Giants take their second timeout, by the way, preserve some time. Well, Drake May got popped after he's sliding down. That punt's going to go all the way down to the 28-yard line, returned from there for just losses. It's just going to be a loss down to the 25. Loss of 3 yards on that. Giants will take over at the 25-yard line. Getting a little pushing and shoving there in the Bengals and Ravens game. Patriots, they kick a field goal at the whistle for the half, so they are now up 23-7 over the Buffalo Bills. So here we go, Jackson Dart and the Giants. From their own 25-yard line, 1 timeout, 1:40 remaining. Dart trying to find anybody open, gets a shoestring tackle, but he gets away from it, throws it towards Tracy, incomplete. 2nd and 10. Giants offensive line not doing much here. And Illuminor just got absolutely destroyed by a spin move. Jesus Christ, big man. You got to do better than that. Got to do better than that, big man. So 133, 2nd and 10. Dart and shotgun. Giants have the ball here. He's getting pressured again. Is Dart, and that's going to be a sack back at the 15-yard line. Motherfucker.
But too bad your ass got sacked.
So now it's going to be 3rd and 18. They're only going to say it was. They're only saying it was an 8-yard sack. That looked like it was a 10-yard sack to me. But now from the 17-yard line, Redskins, by the way, they have taken a timeout to preserve some time as they hope to maybe get some points at the end of the half, as the Giants will get the ball first in the second half. Third and 18. Let's see how the Giants fuck this up. And there we go. Illuminor jumps offside. So that's going to be another 5 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd and 23 for the Giants back at their 12. The Giants received the punt at the 28, lost 3 yards on the return, and then, since then, have gone nothing but backwards. The drive started at the 25. It is now 3rd and 23 from the fucking 12. Dart just passes over the middle to Wandale, good for 2 yards. And that's going to be 4th and 20 for the Giants from the 15-yard line. It's fun being a Giants fan, isn't it? It's fun. It's just fun. Washington's going to take their last time out there to preserve some time there. 1:20 remaining on the clock. The Giants had a chance to maybe put some points on the board before they get the ball in the second half and have a chance to really get back into this game. Turns out, maybe not. Maybe not. Crafty saying the Jets have drawn another flop penalty. And I do see they are calling a personal foul against the Jaguars. I'd have to see what it is. Not seeing a replay of it yet. Punt is away. Redskins get the ball. There's a flag down, and they're going to return it to the 40, and they are gone. That's a touchdown, but we'll see what the flag is. We'll see what the flag is. They're going to say illegal member downfield. What the fuck are you talking about? You can't have somebody down the field? Whatever. Okay, so either way, there you go. It's going to be a touchdown for the Redskins, and just like that, and it's a touchdown for the Redskins, and the Giants are getting blown out here by a team that got shut out by the Vikings last week. Extra point is no good. Extra point hits the upright. That's about the only right thing that's, for the Giants in this half. 1:05 remaining, 19-7. I hate football. Jaguars facing a 3rd and 17. They're going to complete it for a couple yards, not a first down, but it looks like they'll settle for a field goal in that game against the Jets. Jets. So let's see what the Giants can do here. If they can at least get it back to being a 6-point game or be a 5-point game at this point. Oh, and that's going to be a legal procedure on the Redskins. It goes out of bounds. Giants will get the ball to 40. And that makes the 10th flag of the first half, by the way. Imagine going out to MetLife Stadium, paying what you have to pay for parking, paying what you have to pay for tickets, paying what you would have to pay for concessions, sitting in the cold, sitting in that wind that comes off the Meadowlands, which is horrendous as somebody who's been there, to watch this football team. I'd have sold my tickets too. Dart on first down, well overthrows Theo Johnson, 2nd and 10. One minute remaining. Orange and blue in chat. Is it still a third string? No, it's Mariota. Mariota. It's just their regular backup. But Dart throws over the middle. It's going to be caught by Slayton. He gets it to the Washington 42-yard line. They're going to mark him actually at the 41. The clock is ticking. 46, 45, 44 for the Giants. Down to 36, 35, 34, 33. Takes the snap, does Dart. He looks. He pulls it down, throws it to Wan'Dale Robinson. Good for 5 yards. 25, 24, 23. And the Giants are going to take their final timeout. So now Giants are out of timeouts. 24 seconds left. Chargers, is that a reception? Is that a pick? Does he have that? Boy, that's hard to tell there. Does he have control or does he not? For the Chargers, that's what they're going to look at there in that game. From the 35-yard line, it is 2nd and 4 for the Giants. 26 seconds left. They put 2 seconds back on the clock. Dart steps back, looks, throws down the middle. It's intercepted. And Washington's going to return it to the 50, to the 40, to the 35, to the 30, down to the 23, 24-yard line with 10 seconds left. So Washington has a chance to put 3 more points on the board. I might have to switch to booze. Coffee's. Move over, Coffee. Giants football is a job for vodka. Like, what the fuck are we watching? I should just make this a red zone stream. Jesus Christ. My little Barbie brush here. Good for the beard. I'd rather brush my beard than watch this fucking game. So, with 10 seconds left, Washington 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line of the New York Giants after the interception by Dart. Mariota takes the snap, looks, throws towards the end zone, and hits the cameraman. Incomplete. 4 seconds remaining. And the Redskins will attempt to put 3 more points on the board. So Jake Moody, 42-yard attempt, snap, hold, kick is up, and it is good. And that makes it a 22-7 game. Yeah, even though it is for them, it's 22. It's up on the board, and that's halftime, ladies and gentlemen. We have reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium. The Giants suck ass, as we all thought they would, and they do. I hate football. Crafty says the only upside to being a Giants fan is not being a Raiders fan. I guess. Like, here's the thing. In the last time the Raiders, I think, won a playoff game, yeah, because they were in the playoffs that Ralph Bisaccia year, which, again, they should have kept on to him. They kept Antonio Pierce. They kept the wrong interim coach when they had him. But yeah, outside of that, like 1 year, the Raiders have been. So it's been miserable to be a Raiders fan. I understand that. Whether you're Oakland, Vegas, Los Angeles, whichever one. So I get it. But it's just not fun being a Giants fan. It's not. Like I said, the Giants have outlost the Browns in the last 15 seasons of football. And that includes 2 years where the Browns went 0-17 and 1-16. The Browns went 2 seasons with winning 1 game, and the Giants over the last 15 years have still outlost the Cleveland Browns. The only team that I believe has lost more than the Giants is the Jets. So really, if you want to stop and think about it, this is really MetLife's fault more than anything. Crafty saying that we've got a heck of a TD pass from Herbert. I'm trying to see the replay here. Wow, yeah. That hold. Nope, they've stopped the extra point. Not sure why the Chargers called a timeout, but they did. I just saw this. Wait, yeah, hold on. Why does it say Top Chat again? You're right. I had set it on to live chat and it reverted back to Top Chat. You're absolutely right. So I've been missing Irish this whole time. Irish, yeah. So my chat's not showing. Yeah, Irish. I didn't see it because I had it set to live chat, and then just as I saw Crafty say, no, my Top Chat without my knowledge. Yeah, holy shit. YouTube, get your shit together. What are you doing? Irish, I don't know why, but it seems like YouTube really has it out for you, man. Yeah, everybody, make sure I guess we have to check on it periodically to make sure that we're still in live chat because apparently just out of nowhere, YouTube is switching the chat up to be Top Chat again instead of live chat. Irish in the chat saying, I love football. Texans up 23-7. I've been missing all of Irish's stuff. Yeah. I was wondering why the chat looks so slow. Irish says, at least if you all lose, you'll likely get the best offensive tackle of the draft. Maybe. Again, everybody thought getting Evan Neal was a great pick because he was the top-rated offensive lineman coming out of that draft. And we picked him up, and he was a swinging guard and gate. He fucking sucked. So... Sorry, I'm trying to curse less. I am trying to curse less, YouTube. Don't hate me. Yeah, correct. That's what I mean. I made sure to set it to live. And I set it to live chat. And now that you mentioned that, I was like, oh, man, did that happen to you? Because I guess you were talking about Irish. And I look up, and sure enough, it says Top Chat. Unbelievable. Eagles, they get a pick. Zach Bond. As again, it's the Raiders are just a miserable football team. 27 seconds remaining in the first half between the Jaguars and Jets. Trevor Lawrence throws. That is caught. Touchdown. And boy, the Jaguars are just pouring it on the New York Jets. Irish says, hot take. I think the Chiefs are going to make the playoffs as the 7th seed. Boy, considering everything else that has to happen for that to happen, Irish, that is a huge hot take. Because that's the thing. The Chiefs don't control it. Even if the Chiefs win out, they don't control their own destiny because they've lost so many tiebreakers to other teams that are fighting for that spot. So it's very interesting. I don't know. Crafty says, YouTube is ridiculous for shoving this top chat shit down our throat. Yeah, I don't like it when I get shit shoved down my throat, especially when it's top chat shit. Bills, they're facing a 1st and goal here. Trying to score on the Patriots. All right, give me a second here. I got to go. I'm going to make some coffee. Again, I need coffee. Maybe I'll make a booze. Maybe I'll make a booze drink. Irish says only the Colts and Chargers need to lose games. So do the Bills. Because the Bills have a tiebreaker over the Chiefs too. They beat them this year. So you got to hope the Bills lose. You got to make sure the Bills lose. Colts need to keep losing. Chargers need to keep losing. Touchdown, by the way, for the Bills. And they're going to go only if they get the extra point here, it'll be a 10-point game, 24-14. They're at Gillette Stadium. Will the Patriots be able to answer that? All right, let me go. I might go make coffee. I might make booze. We'll see. I don't know. I'm tired of watching the Giants. I really am. All right. Yeah, we've said we've done this. We've gone with the booze. The only way to watch Giants football, and I did change my shirt. I said, hey, maybe it'll change. Maybe it'll be a different lucky shirt. I don't know. I doubt it. Nothing has been lucky for the Giants this year, and I've worn this shirt for all the other games, but, we'll see. Jimbo says, it's okay, King. Come back. It's fine. Shut up, Jimbo. You're beating the Raiders, all right? Shut up. So let's see what happens here in the second half. Probably nothing great, I can imagine. Getting ready here. Giants are going to get the ball first here in the second half. Getting all this set up here for everybody. Here we go. Jimbo says they'll be 15-2 next season. Sure, just like the Texans were going to be this year, right? So here we go. Second half getting ready to get underway here at MetLife Stadium. Giants trail 22-7 to the Redskins of Washington, D.C. Bears, they still have a 14-0 lead over the Browns. Ravens have a 14-0 lead over the Bengals. Looking at some of these other games here, Giants are going to get the kickoff here, return it to the 25, to the 30, gets tripped up and is now down at the 34-yard line. Had a chance to get really something done, but got shoestring tackled. So that is not what happened. By the way, Patriots had to punt. Buffalo has 1st and 10 from their own 31. Eagles looking to punch it in again, and they will, and the Eagles are just blowing out the Raiders now, 24-0. Jaguars hold the 31-10 lead over the Jets at halftime. Texans 23-7 over the Cardinals at halftime. Chiefs have a 13-10 lead over the Chargers at halftime. Bears, they have the ball, and they're leading 14-0 over the Browns right now. They have the ball 1st and 10 from their own 47, so Bears have good field position here. For the Giants, Jackson Dart takes the snap. Would they call a penalty on the Giants? Because they have it all the way now back at the 20. What was that? Why did the Giants have it back there? Oh, yeah, it was a penalty. Look at that. Tyrone Tracy with the carry and gets the first down for the New York Giants up to the 34-yard line. I was confused. I was so busy talking to look at the other stuff, I missed that they had thrown another penalty flag on the Giants. So there we go. There's an 11-yard run there from Tracy. Jackson Dart on 1st and 10, steps up in the pocket, can't find anybody. Now he's going to pull it down and run it himself, slides down at the 40. Thank God, but there's a flag. Crowd gives a little bit of a Bronx cheer for him sliding down. Illegal contact on the Redskins. Hamilton Sr. with the call against him. 5-yard penalty from the end of the run, and there'll be a first down for the Giants. As you see, he's holding on there to Darius Slayton. Crafty says, what are the Jags' odds of winning the AFC? At this point, not great, but I wouldn't say it's not 0. Hey, EOS, great to see you, buddy. Thank you for joining us here on Stay Tuned Sports. Floated pass out here to Johnson, and Johnson's going to get it all the way down to the Redskins' 30-yard line. First down, Giants. "24-yard pass. Just a little floor to the Johnson, and there was nobody else out there. Followed his blockers, did Theo Johnson, gets it down to the 30. First and 10. Giants moving the ball here on their first drive of the second half. Would have been a lot better if they could have maybe not given up touchdowns and points to the Redskins. A touchdown and an extra, just everything the Giants do sucks. Well, let's see here. First and 10. Jackson Dart steps back, looks, throws. He was looking for Isaiah Hodgins, incomplete, over the head. Second and 10 coming up here for the Giants. ELS says, King, I got a question. What in the world is going on with the Giants? What do you mean? Are you, surprised that the Giants might be bad? Shocking. I am shocked that the Giants might not be a fantastic and wonderful football team. That's what's happening, ELS. We suck. What do you mean? We're a 2-11 team. What's happening with the Giants? Oh, there's a big catch from Wan'Dale Robinson on second and 10, and he's going to get 11 yards? 12 yards, actually. First down, Giants, as they are now inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So the Giants are in the red zone where they have a lot of trouble. Giants have a lot of trouble there. Eli said, I thought this game would be close. I just got home. There's no way this game was going to be close. Dart throws towards the end zone, has his man, Tracy gets it, and it's a touchdown! New York Giants, Tyrone Tracy with his second touchdown of the day. And the Giants are back down to just 2 touchdowns in the hole against the Redskins. Crafty says, ELS is the Rip Van Winkle of Stay Tuned Sports. Jimbo says, so why are the Giants above the Raiders in the booty cheeks? Because the Raiders are that much worse than the Giants. The Giants are bad. I'm not saying the Giants aren't bad. They're not Raiders bad. Extra point kick is up, and it is good. And the Giants have cut the lead down to 14. To 22. And, they cut the lead not down to a 2-touchdown, but to a 1-touchdown game. 8-point game, really. 22-14. Redskins going to get the ball for the first time in the second half here, as they have 22-14. And as long as 22 is on the board, she stays there because we love Taylor. We absolutely do. We're big Taylor fans here. Crafty says that the Bears have turned the ball over on downs at their own 49-yard line. So first and 10 for the Browns in Chicago territory, just barely there at midfield. Crafty letting us know that Shedeur Sanders only has 4 completions so far. Here's the thing. Hate to say it, hate to be the guy, but Shedeur has not been great. And I don't understand why people keep on trying to blow smoke up this kid's ass, but I hope he does well. I hope he gets better. I hope all of that. But for right now, the kid just ain't good. Man, the Ravens are just starting to move the ball at will against the Cincinnati Bengals, and it looks like that Thanksgiving game is really a thing of the past here with the Bengals, as they are losing 14-0 to the Ravens, and now the Ravens seem to be starting to pull away here. First and 10 for the Ravens They have it on the Cincinnati 15-yard line. Crafty says, did Jimbo forget that his team lost to the Giants? And in pretty spectacular fashion, too. 17-point loss. That was a big loss. That was a big loss on Thursday night. That was a big loss. What a game that was. That was a fun game to watch. I had a blast. I had a blast watching that game. Kickoff here. Washington's going to get it. Oh, we've got a flag down already on this return. Washington's going to return it up to the 31-yard line. So now we have 13 flags, which would have brought Taylor up anyway. Illegal block in the back on Washington. That puts us up to 13 flags. Jimbo says, we had to give King a little joy. No, we don't. No, we don't. You don't have to do that. I don't give a shit. Like, Jimbo, I love you, man. I love you to death. And I know, like, you know, you've had some, there's been a lot of up and downs this year for you as well. That being said, I never was like, you know what, let the Eagles win this one, just to give Jimbo some joy. I wish you to find joy in other shapes and ways, absolutely. Just not with the Eagles winning. That's what true friendship and rivalry is about. So 1st and 10 for Washington from their own 10-yard line. It's going to be a gain of 4-ish, about. Noah Brown is officially listed as out for the rest of the game, having a rib injury. So Noah Brown is out for Washington. 4-yard run there for Krosky Merritt. 2nd and 6. Mariota rolls out to his right. Throws. That is going to be caught. Terry McLaurin with the reception. 1st down, Redskins. 15-yard pass. That gets it up to the 29-yard line is where they're marking that. Actually, that's more like the 28. So it's really a 14-yard pass, if that. 1-yard gain there. Crafty says, if the AFC North gets decided by the officials taking away the Ravens' touchdown last week, that's going to be sickening. But it wasn't a touchdown. He didn't catch it. That wasn't a catch. I'm sorry. I looked at it in real time. That didn't seem like a catch to me. I think that's the right call. I think it was a right call. It wasn't a catch. And you know me, I'm not going to kiss the referee's ass in any way, shape, or form. I have a fuck the ref shirt in our store. But I don't think that was that Mariota. He's going to slide down after a gain of about 8 or 9. Actually, they're only going to give him 7 because it's from the start of the slide. So 7-yard run for Mariota. 3rd and 3 upcoming for the Redskins. So 3rd and 3, Mariota throws. Oh, that was close to being intercepted. Phillips on the defensive play there for the Giants. Looking at it, that's it. There's no penalty. That's not pass interference. He just knocks it down. He could have intercepted it, I think, if he wanted to. But instead, just knocks it down. Incomplete. And the Browns, they get on the board with a field goal. 14-3 there in Soldier Field against the Bears. And so the Redskins kick the ball away, and that's a punt. Giants are going to catch that at the 10, return it to the 15, return it to the 19 is where they will have the ball there. So here we go. Just an update here. Whoa, what happened in New England there? Holy shit. Out of nowhere, the Bills right back into this game, 21-24. Patriots now with only a 3-point lead. What did I miss? Wow. The Patriots, who were in full control of that game, and the Bills have said, not so fast, my friend. And it is now just a 3-point game at Gillette Stadium, 24-21. The Patriots lead. Oh, my, oh, my. The division is not the Patriots yet. Jets, they kick a field goal as we now have a palindrome score there in Duval. Jaguars 31, Jets 13. As we mentioned, the Bears have 14-3 lead over the Browns. Ravens 17-0 over the Bengals after another field goal. Chiefs 13, Chargers 10. But the Chargers have a first and goal from the Kansas City 4-yard line. Eagles lead the Raiders 24-0. And the Texans have a 23-7 lead over the Cardinals. Texans, though, have a 2nd and 3 from the Cardinals' 9-yard line, so that score will probably be changing soon. The Bears are going to have to punt the ball again. Seeing some of these updates on some of these other games. Trying to see if we get any video footage. Trying to see what's going on here with the Chargers and Chiefs. It still just says first and goal from the Kansas City 4. No update there yet. He says, King's too busy blabbing about the Eagles to follow things that are important. Hating the Eagles is the most important thing in the world. 1st and 10 for the Giants. That's going to be a run from Tyrone Tracy. He's going to get about 4 yards, 4 or 5 yards, somewhere around there. Let's see what they officially mark it off here as. They say 5 yards, 5-yard run, and the Giants have the ball up at the 24. Kobe Brissett was picked in the end zone, and Chris Jones limps off the field for the Chiefs. That's not good. False start against the Giants, against Tyrone Tracy, 5-yard penalty. So now, no, it's not 2nd and 10, is it? No. Oh, yeah, because he got 5 yards, so it was 2nd and 5. Now it's 2nd and 10. I was going to say, hold on. I lost track of myself here. Anyway, Jackson Dart, he's going to pull it down and run, and he's going to get back to the 24, so a gain of about 5. They're going to say actually 6 yards. They're going to give him 6 yards. 3rd and 4 upcoming here for the Giants. Texans facing a 3rd and 6. Stroud is going to get his man. It's going to be a 1st down and goal for the Texans. Start looking to see if we can get an offsides here from the Redskins. Hard count. Can't. Takes the snap. Throws in and out of the hands of Darius Slayton. So 4th and 5. Giants going to have to punt. A 2nd and goal for the Chargers. Herbert looks, throws, incomplete. 3rd and goal for the Chargers coming up. Snap, and the punt is away. That punt's going to go all the way back to the 28-yard line. Redskins return it to the 36, and that is where they will begin their next drive here. 7:22. 22. That's why Taylor's up there. Taylor's up there whenever there's a mention of 22 or 13. Taylor will be up there. And that's why she's been up there since halftime, because the Redskins have 22 points. So she will be there as long as there's a 22 or a 13 somewhere being mentioned. They get the ball on a 22, should be up there. That's kind of these are the rules I make up for myself because this is my stream and I get to do what I want. Also, I like her Christmas outfit. She looks very nice. The Bears, they have scored a touchdown as they are now up 21-3 on the Browns. Chargers are going to settle for a field goal here to look to tie the game on 4th and goal. Snap, hold, kick, up, good. Tie game in Arrowhead at Kansas City. The Chargers 13, the Chiefs 13. 3rd and goal for the Texans. C.J. Stroud back, looking. He's going to pull it down. Nope, he's going to throw. Caught! Touchdown! Texans. Schultz gets the reception, and the Texans' blowout of the Cardinals continues. Jaguars, they have a 1st and 10 at the Jets 20. They are in the red zone, technically. Texans now up 30-7 on the Cardinals. Eagles 31-0 up on the Raiders. Patriots 24, Bills 24, Bills 21, as I mentioned before. Chargers Chiefs tied at 13. Ravens 17, Bengals nothing, and the Bears up 21-3 on the Browns. And Pepper Jack in here with her ghosty blanket. Hi, Pepper Jack. I think our picks are being very bad again, but yeah, nothing's going right. But, you know, at least I have Taylor Swift on my screen here. He helps me out. Because the Redskins have 22 points, so as long as there's a 22 or a 13 on the screen, you can see it from over there without being on camera. Yeah. Okay. She looks very nice in her Christmas outfit. She's very nice. She's very good. Come see her. You won't be on camera. Like, you won't be on camera. Like, I don't know. Pepper Jack's so afraid of being on camera. She does not want to be on camera, ever. Packers-Bears next week. That'll be good. So here we go from the 36-yard line. Redskins. Taking it over. Mariota is in shotgun. Takes the snap. It's going to be handoff to Krosky Merritt. That's going to be a gain of about 5 yards. Mariota with a handoff here. That's going to be a gain of 2 yards on that play. It's going to be Krosky Merritt again with the carry. So 3rd and 3 from the 43 here for Washington. 6:30 remaining in the third quarter. Redskins with a 22-14 lead over the New York Football Giants from a frosty and mostly empty MetLife Stadium. Mariota, 3rd and 3, getting rushed here. Escapes the pressure, throws incomplete. 4th and 3, no flags. And Washington appears that they will have to punt. Okereke got the pressure in. And just could not get Mariota. The Giants' big problem has been they get into the backfield, but they cannot bring down Mariota at all. So 3 and out here for Washington. They're going to punt it away. And there it is. The kick is away. Giants do a fair catch, and that's going to be at the 13-yard line. 5:59 remaining in the third quarter. 22-14. The Redskins lead over the New York Giants, and the Giants are going to try to go ahead and get back to maybe possibly tying this game on this next drive. Can they do it? We will see. Was that a backwards pass by Mahomes? I guess not. Mahomes going to get sacked by the Chargers. And it's going to be 4th down for them as they're going to have to punt the ball away to the Chargers. 7:53 remaining in that game. Bears still have the 21-3 lead over the Browns. Ravens in full control against the Bengals in Cincinnati, 17-0. Bills, they have the ball on their own 9-yard line, 1st and 10 for them, as they are only down 3 points to the Patriots. Eagles, again, with a commanding 31-0 lead over the Raiders. Jaguars, they score another touchdown. Oh, bless me, for I have sinned so many times. They have a 38-13 lead now over the Jets. Jets. Which, by the way, you can get your Just End the Season shirts if you're a Jets fan over in our merch store, bit.ly/stay tuned merch. That is available right now for you to go check out. Got the Just End the Season's got a cute little paper bag guy just sitting there with his sad face. I think it's a good shirt. I think you'd like to wear it. You're a Jets fan. You know who you are. You know what you are. And you embrace it. And you love it. Texans, again, they have the full lead there over the Cardinals, 30-7. That game is just about done and over skis. And Shedeur Sanders has been intercepted. It hit the receiver in the hands, bounced off the receiver into the defender's hands, and then the defender catches it. So that's a turnover technically on Shedeur. I mean, that's a turnover from the Browns all over the place. So here we go for the Giants from their own 13-yard line. Jackson Dart under center. It's going to be a pitch out here to Singletary, and Singletary is going to get about 8 yards on that particular carry. So that's a good run there for the Giants on 1st down. Second down and 2 was indeed an 8-yard gain. Dart's going to look, throw. It's going to be caught by Slayton. All the way up to 30 and 1st down for the Giants. Jimbo in the chat says, breaking news, Tanner McKee has replaced Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts has been playing that bad, huh? Jackson Dart on 1st and 10. He's going to dive for a gain of about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up here for the New York Giants. You're going to give him 5. 2nd and 5, really? I don't know about that. Dart's going to hand off here to Singletary, and Singletary's going to get 2 yards. So 3rd and 3 upcoming. Alicia in the chat says, so who wants to babysit Jimbo for me? I know Jimbo's super excited that Tanner McKee's in the game, so. So here we go, 3rd and 3 for the New York Giants. Hurts in shotgun. It's going to be a handoff here, and it's going to be a yard short. It's going to be 4th and 1 from the Giants' own 40-yard line. If you can't get this, then you don't deserve it. I mean, you're 2 and 11. Who gives a shit? Who gives a shit at this point? Giants fans, the few that are there, in full throat. Play clock at 5. Dart. He's looking to throw. He's got all day. Throws it. It's going to be caught by Bellinger, and Bellinger gets the first down past the 50-yard line. Giants convert on 4th down. 12-yard gain. I was going to say, I don't like the play call either, to be honest with you. The announcer on here saying he's not a fan of the play call. I've said, you know, if you got to be able to run it to get a couple of inches. So here we go, 1st and 10 for the Giants from inside Redskins territory right at the 48. That's going to be Bellinger again. Another gain of 13 for Bellinger on this play. 1st down, Giants, as they are now moving the ball again efficiently. Let's see if they can keep this up, and they have a chance to tie the game on this particular drive if they can finish it off. Can they finish it off? Like an OnlyFans model getting paid, we will see. Quick pass out here to Bellinger again, and Bellinger's going to dive for a gain of 11. 1st down at the 24-yard line. 1st down, Giants. First and 10. .55 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter. Dart in shotgun. Takes the snap. That's going to be a handoff to Tyrone Tracy. Tracy's going to get it up to the 20-yard line. 5-yard gain. 2nd down. 40 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter. Giants do have to run another play before the end of the quarter. Oh, when we've got some pushing and we got some shoving between these old school rivals here, the New York Giants and the Washington Redskins. And we've got a flag down now because of it. They're going to call personal foul on the Giants, so that's 15-yard penalty after the play. It's 1st and 10, but it moves it all the way back from the 20 to the 35-yard line. Josh Allen apparently getting up limpy in New England after taking a hit. Yo, listen, Harris grabbed his face mask. How is that happening? Terrible call. So now they're going to say 2nd and 20. I thought we had a first. Oh, okay, never mind. Either way, 2nd and 20 now for the Giants from the 35. Dart throws down the edge of the field. Oh! It was in and out of the hands of Slayton. He had it, and he dropped it. Got to hold on to that. Jaguars near the red zone again. Crafty letting us know that in the chat. They're inside. They're in the New York Jets 16-yard line. Play clock at 0 with 13 seconds left, and the Giants are going to take a timeout. So 13 seconds left, 3rd and 20 now, as that 15-yard personal foul penalty has really killed this Giants drive. They were really moving the ball, looking good, and now not so much. Eagles there in the red zone against the Raiders, again, with Tanner McKee. Nothing else really to update from any of the other games. A lot of blowouts happening. So here we go, 3rd and 20. 13 seconds remaining. 13. One of Taylor's lucky numbers. Maybe she can help us out here, Taylor. By the power of Taylor, help the Giants get this first down. And the Giants are just going to run it. And it's going to be a gain of 2 yards. That'll do it. That's good stuff. That's good stuff. On 4th and 1, throw a 40-yard pass. But well, that's going to end the 3rd quarter. We're in the 4th quarter. Throw the 4s up because we're dealing with this. This is one of those all 4s where it's like we're doing it. We're doing it for all 4. But boy, does it feel like something? Does it feel like something? All right, let me set this up here. Don't forget, we have another game coming on after this. The Green Bay Packers and the Denver Broncos will be covering that game. have to do this thing. Okay, here we go. As we see a big goofy Redskins fan there at MetLife Stadium. So here we go. Giants are going to try to put 3 on the board here, make it 17-22. Younghoe Koo from 51 yards. Let's see if he gets it or not. Snap, hold. That kick is not even going to be fucking close to anything. And that's a wasted opportunity for the Giants. Mariota, 1st and 10, looks, throws. He gets Debo across the field as they now in Giants territory, and Debo refuses to go down, but gets a big gain there. $18-yard pass. We're actually saying that in the Chiefs game, Rashee Rice just got blasted in that game. Bills, they're at the 15-yard line of the Patriots. They have a chance to take the lead in this game. We got a flag here, false start on the Redskins. And that's a touchdown for the Bills. Oh, no. And the Bills take the lead against the Patriots. Patriots had a 17-point lead at halftime, and they have watched it evaporate as the Bills now hold a 4-point lead, 28-14 over the Patriots. Oh, no. Bears up 28-3 on the Browns. We've got another flag here. False start on the Redskins. You okay, Pepper Jack? That'll happen. Pepper Jack was choking on a potato chip. She does choke on her own spit, so. I love you. So now 1st and 20 for the Redskins. Now back at their own 49-yard line. Mariota, play action. Steps back, throws, deep ball, wide open, caught. Terry McLaurin escapes the tackles. Touchdown, Redskins. And the Chiefs are now trailing the Los Angeles Chargers 16-13. So the Giants really were in a position to do something really good in that third quarter. Kept on fucking up. And now the Redskins, extra point, snap, hold, kick is up, and that one is good. No missing on that one. 14. It is a 15-point lead for the Redskins. I never moved the possession ball. I don't give a fuck at this point. Fuck this team. Jimbo's happy. He says, finally, the Redskins took down Swift. Shut up. She was the only thing worth watching on here. And I say that with me on here. I'm like, you know. Would you rather look at my balding ass or would you rather look at Taylor Swift on your screen? Let's be honest. Let us all be honest with each other. Oh, God. Yep, today's going to be a booze day. Thanks a lot, Giants. Thanks a lot. I was just planning on having a lot of coffee, having real upbeat, feeling all that. Nope. Giants said, we're going to get your ass drunk today. That's what they said. So here we are. Checking up on all these games here. The Jaguars, 41. The Jets, 13. Holy mother of God. Texans, 33-14 over the Cardinals there in Houston, Texas. We all know what's going on in this game. Bills, like I said, they have now a 4-point lead over the Patriots. 10:03 remaining in the fourth quarter. 28-24, the Bills lead as the Patriots have collapsed in the second half here. Chargers 16, Chiefs 13. Chiefs lose this game, they are out of the playoffs. Whether it's mathematically, if all the other things happen that need to happen for them to be out, officially, mathematically, this week happens. If they lose, they're out of the playoffs. Like that's just a fact. So, Ravens 17, Bengals nothing. 11 minutes remaining in that particular contest. The Bengals, boy, if they're gonna do something now if they want to get anything done here. And the Bears, with a commanding 28-3 lead over the Browns in very frigid and very cold Chicago. ELS says, I'm the biggest Chargers fan for this week. We know. You go laugh at the guy who threw you in a pond or whatever his name was. I don't know. Like, is he still alive? You know if that dude is still alive? Maybe he's dead. Maybe your revenge tour is done. Maybe it's over with. ELS wants to know who is my biggest surprise and who's my biggest disappointment. Well, the Giants are always a disappointment, so I can't really count that. Biggest surprise? I don't know. None of these games are really going against the way I thought they were going to go. I think I did pick the Bengals over the Ravens, so I guess maybe the Bengals not scoring anything would be the biggest disappointment. I figured the Bengals would be a little bit closer. Biggest surprise, and I'll say this, I think my biggest surprise was how big of the lead that the Patriots had was. Then another surprise on top of that surprise was the Bills coming back with such a big lead. And now the Patriots, they've went right back and scored. And another huge run for the Patriots, and that's a touchdown. And the Patriots find themselves back in the lead by 3, 31-28. Holy shit. What a back-and-forth game that one is. I'd rather be watching that than the fucking Giants, but instead, here we are. Because I have to be a Giants fan. 1st and 10 for the Giants from the 33-yard line. Jackson Dart takes a snap, looks, throws. That's going to be caught by Slayton. Gets it to the 40. 7-yard gain for the New York Giants. 13:24 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Giants aren't out of it, but they got to start doing shit. Let's be honest. ELS, has he really been dead since 2021, or has he just been dead to you since 2021? There's a difference. Tyrone Tracy breaks a tackle, gets a first down and more. Gets it down to the 49-yard line. That's going to be a first down for the Giants. Again, the Giants are good, but they can move the ball. Like, you know, they move the ball between the 20s. But again, the red zone's always been a problem for the Giants. Both. I don't even know what that means, ELS, but thank you. Like, I have a brother that has been dead to me. He's not physically dead, but I mean, he's dead. Big pass down the field, thrown, caught! Theo Johnson, that's going to be inside the 10-yard line. First and goal. New York Giants from the 9-yard line is where they marked that. Finally, a deep pass that somebody actually fucking catches for the Giants. I'm trying to curse less. I apologize. Good catch by Theo Johnson. He's earning himself a roster spot on this team for the foreseeable future. Jackson Dart throws, end zone. He was looking for Bellinger, incomplete. They're going to no flag there as Bellinger was getting ripped open. And then they throw a flag. They got talked into it. Pass interference in the end zone. It's going to be first and goal from the 1 for the Giants. Taking a break. And once the chips try to kill you, it's time to take a break. Is that what we're doing there, Pepper Jack? So first and goal for the Giants. Wan'Dale Robinson in motion. It's going to be Dart pulling it down and losing a yard. Designed run for Jackson Dart. Why are we still doing that to this guy? The guy with concussion problems. And they're going to pull Jackson Dart off the field because the officials say they want to get him to get checked out for a concussion. I mean, it was bent. It's not really not an impact. So Jameis Winston's going to come on the field here. ELS says, my surprise is the Bills and Pats. My disappointment, Bengals for doing nothing. What's the surprise about Bills and Pats is what I'll ask you, ELS. So here we go. Jameis Winston coming in for Jackson Dart, who they made go off the field. Jameis going to be a handoff to Singletary, and that's going to be a loss of a yard or 2 yards. So now it's going to be third and goal from the 4. Giants doing nothing but going backwards here. They had first and goal in the 1. Just going backwards here. So here we go, third and goal. Play clock down to 2. Play clock at 1. They snap the ball. Jameis looks to throw. Throws it. Incomplete. He was looking for Robinson, but overthrew. Fourth and goal for the Giants. They got to go for it. Ravens, they've got another touchdown, and the Bengals are going to get shut out in this game. So here we go. Fourth and goal for the Giants from the 4-yard line. And the Redskins have taken a timeout. Bills, they are in New England territory down at the 32-yard line. They're in field goal range. 8:19 remaining in that game. 1st and 10 for the Bills. Hey, look at the Jets not giving up. Jackson Dart looks like he's ready to come back onto the field. And he is for 4th and goal. Jackson Dart comes back. Cardinals, they're on the board too, 33-20. So only a 2-touchdown game left in that one. So some of these other teams actually scoring, doing stuff here. Congratulations to them. Jackson Dart on 4th down and goal. Looks, throws. That's intercepted. Incomplete. They said it was a flag thrown. And the Giants turnover on downs. Washington will have the ball first and 10 from the 4. Giants just missing opportunities after opportunities here. And it is what it is. 10:22 remaining in the 4th quarter. Yeah, I figured that was a pick here. 88-yard interception return there for the Ravens as that game is now sealed up and done. The Ravens will win and get off of their losing schneid, and they will get revenge for their Thanksgiving Day loss to the Bengals in Baltimore. Jaguars, they have scored another touchdown against the Jets. As that game is now 47-20, I guess pending the extra point to make it 48-20. By the way, the Eagles-Raiders game did go final, first game to go final, and thank God for that. 31-0, Raiders get shut out by the Philadelphia Eagles. And the extra point is up and good for the Jaguars as they take a 48-20 lead over the Jets. Houston Chargers, they got some little bit of bad blood going on there in Kansas City. Bad blood. Oh, did I mention bad blood? No, you know what that means. Just quickly, I just said it. I didn't mean to say it, but there, it's happened. ELS saying that Trevor Lawrence having a game of his life there in Jacksonville. He's playing the Jets, so. Chiefs, they got 1st and 10 at the Chargers' 15-yard line. Mariota throws over the middle, incomplete, and they're going to throw a flag on that. Unbelievable. Not pass interference, but they're going to call it that. Where is there pass interference on that? The Vinovich crew is the worst. The Vinovich crew they all need to be fired. On this next CBA that they're doing with the referees union, Rule number one, Vinovich and his entire crew, gone, fired. Get him out of there. So now 1st and 10 from the 21-yard line. Mariota pitches out. That's going to be a gain up to the 24-yard line for Merritt. Second and 6 from the 25. That's going to be handoff to Merritt, and he's going to get a first down as he gets about 7 yards. And Patrick Mahomes threw an interception at the 1-yard line. Chargers are going to take over at the 1, still with a 16-13 lead. Mariota throws to Debo out of his own backfield, and that's going to be a gain of 11 for Debo. First down, Redskins. This game is all but over. All but over but the crying. Mariota with the keeper on 1st and 10. He's going to slide down. That's going to be about a 7-yard gain, 8-yard gain. Shador's had a lot of picks today. Second and 3 coming up for the Redskins and Mariota. Shador Sanders today, 10 of 25 for a $131 and 3 picks. Shador has not had a very good time. Gain of 4 yards for the Redskins and a first down as they are just driving into Giants territory now at the 49. And the clock keeps ticking. And this game, again, being a 2-touchdown game, the Giants needed to score on that last drive. Did not do it. Who has Lawrence in our league? That's going to be a handoff, loss of about 2 yards, 2 maybe 3 yards, depending on the spot. Only a 2 yard. They only say a 2-yard loss, so 2nd and 12 for the Redskins. Chargers got a first down. They are up at the 15-yard line as they are looking to maybe kill some clock here. Again, 11 minutes left, or 12 minutes left in the fourth quarter, so they got lots of time still. Washington's going to use their second timeout. They might need that later. Okay, so that is what it is. Patriots punting back to the Bills with about 5 minutes left. The Patriots holding on to a 30. Oh, I'm sorry, they're trailing 31-35. How did that happen? What did I miss? I had missed them getting another touchdown. That's on me. 2nd and 12, throw incomplete by Mariota. 3rd and 12 coming up now. 5:50 remaining in the game. Bears are going to kick a field goal here and make it 31-3. Boy, the Patriots playing with fire here. Down 4 points to the Bills, 31-35. Bills do have the ball again, 1st and 10. 5:08 remaining. Ooh, doggy. Elis wants to know if we're ready for the Phillip Rivers game. I'm ready for all the 4 o'clock games, and Mariota's going to finally get sacked, and he loses the ball. Giants pick it up. Burns gets it to the 30, to the 25, down to the 21, and the Giants turn it over and get a sack, strip. Game's not over yet, baby.
But too bad your ass got sacked.
Finally got to Mariota, and on like the 5th fumble the Redskins have had in this game, the Giants finally recover. Jesus. So let's see what the Giants can do here from the 21-yard line. 5:39 remaining. Elis says, the Giants did something, yay! Crafty says, the Giants heard they currently have the number 1 overall pick and decided to start playing. Listen, we're not looking for a quarterback, so getting the number 1 pick doesn't mean shit to me. Thrown, caught, 1st down, gain of about 4 on that one. Isaiah Hodgins with the catch. 4-yard gain. Are they? It looks like they're doing the same shit they're doing here. 5:10 and counting remaining. Starts in shotgun, takes the snap. He's going to have a designed run himself as he drops the ball. Giants do recover it as Dart takes another unnecessary hit. And we stop doing designed runs for Dart. So now 3rd and 2 for the Giants. Have a good opportunity here. Let's see if they waste it, which, they're good at doing. And indeed, they are going to lose 2 yards on that carry. 4th down and now 4. Elis says, I need a Theo Johnson touchdown. I don't know if you're going to get one. Patriots are going to stop the Bills and force a punt. Theo Johnson in motion. Dart, play clock at 2, gets the snap, steps back, getting pressure, looks, throws towards the end zone. Is that a catch? It is! They call catch. Wan'Dale Robinson, touchdown. They'll take a look at it to see if he maintained possession, as they do with everything. But for now, it looks like it's a Giants touchdown. We will see what the replay says. They will look at it. Cure has the ball. That's a catch. That is a touchdown. That is a Giants touchdown. Has it trapped against his body. Doesn't move. That is good. Giants touchdown. Snap, hold, kick is up, and Younghoe Koo surprisingly gets it through, and the Giants down only 8 points now, 21-29. 3:43 remaining. Giants have 2 timeouts. Redskins have 1. And we will see what happens if the Giants defense can hold them on this next drive. ELS says, can we teach Jackson Dart how to slide? On his scrambles, he's sliding. But then they also have the designed runs for him where he's going head first. It's like, on the design run, like, stop having the kid do the design runs. Stop it. Just stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it. And the Giants do get a touchdown. Yay. It's just not Theo Johnson like he wanted. But the Giants are still down 8 points. They need to get another touchdown and get a 2-point conversion if they want to tie this game up. Only 3:43 left, though. McNichols is only going to get up to the 14-yard line on the return. So 1st and 10 for the Redskins from their own 14-yard line. Chargers, they're going to have to punt the ball to the Chiefs. Wonder why that was not updating itself, but here we go. Oh, and a big, Merritt tackled himself. 1st down for the Redskins, though, gain of 11. But Jesus Christ, 1st down and 10 at the 25. Texans up 40-20 on the Cardinals. Jaguars, boy, there's still time left in that game. And they're up 48-20 on the Jets. Patriots facing a 3rd and 4 from their own 23 against the Bills, down 4 points. 2 minutes remaining there. They are in a 2-minute warning. Chiefs have the ball 1st and 10 with 5:20 remaining in that game from their own 8-yard line after a penalty on the punt. And the Bears with a comfortable 31-3 lead. Bengals has gone final. The Ravens have won. Giants have taken a timeout, by the way. Second and 10 coming up for the Skins. Giants are going to save that last timeout for a little bit. We take a look there on Red Zone. Phillip Rivers warming up in Seattle. Second and 10. Mariota in shotgun. He steps back. Play action. Throws down the middle. Wide open. Is his tight end down to the 39-yard line of the Giants. Ben Sinnott, the tight end, with the reception. And that's going to just kill any chance the Giants had for about a comeback. So the Redskins are going to win this game against the New York Football Giants. Giants call their final timeout. Say la vie. Say la vie, baby. That's just Giants football, baby. That's just Giants football. That's just Giants football, baby. What are you going to do about it? Can't do anything about it? It's Giants football. That's Chinatown, baby. Oh, no. Oh, no. The Patriots get stopped on 4th and 5. Fumble. Giants got the ball. Carter laterals it back. And he laterals it back. And the Giants defense is moving the ball here down to the 29-yard line. Let's go. He's down. He's going to be down at the 50. He was touchdown anyway. So that ball is out, but I think he was touched down at the 50. His knee was still down, and McNichols touched him. So it's not going to be the big return. So I think it is a fumble. So it's Giants ball at the 49. So they do say it was a fumble, but that Carter was down at the 49 where McNichols touched him. And that is the call. That's a good call. So the Giants still alive here. Jackson Dart hands off to Tracy. Tracy gets it for 3 yards. 2 yards, actually, is all they say. Did they give him 3 yards? Oh, wow. 2nd and 7. 2:11. 2:10 remaining. Giants have no timeouts remaining. Jackson Dart's going to pull it down. He's going to run it himself, and he gets a first down at the 40. First down for the Giants, and that's going to be the 2-minute warning. So Giants still alive. Giants are still alive at the 2-minute warning. We'll see what happens here. Bills have a 4th and 13, 38 seconds left in that game on the New England 15. They can just kick a field goal here and make this game a full touchdown game with basically no time left. So the Patriots going to blow this lead. Unbelievable. And from what I see on the scoreboard, it's done. It's over. Final. The Bills stave off the elimination. They do. They just kneel on the ball, and that's it. That's going to be it. The Bills win 35-31 as they get their revenge and split the season series with the Patriots. And the Bills still alive for the AFC East. And the Patriots take their first loss in a long time. It means the Patriots be dropping down from the number 1 spot. We're going to see what happens here on this week's Top 12 as Vrabel runs off the field. An embarrassment, I guess. I don't know. Would you be embarrassed if you lose to the Bills? I don't think so. Let's go back to the vertical board here. Let's take a look. There's the booty cheeks. Let's get rid of the booty cheeks and bring on the big boys here. Let's bring on the top 12. As we see, the Patriots have been number 1 for a couple weeks now. Patriots at number 1, Seahawks at number 2, Rams at number 3, Packers at number 4. So we've got some possible movement happening at the top of the board there. Let's take that down. Yeah. So there's a couple of. That's interesting. Jaguars probably moving up, even though it was the Jets. They'll move up. Texans moving up. We'll see. How far do the Patriots move down? How do the Seahawks, Rams, Packers fare in their games coming up here? And the Niners, we're going to see. A lot of stuff coming up here. In the meantime, coming back here from the 2-minute warning, the Giants still have a chance here. No timeouts for the Giants. 2 minutes remaining from the 40-yard line of the Redskins. Giants down 8. Jackson Dart steps back, looks, throws, deep ball. There was clearly interference against Robinson. But no flag. 2nd and 10 upcoming. And Mahomes is down. Mahomes is down, grabbing his knee. Oh, no. Mahomes is down, grabbing his knee. And Mahomes is hurt. Oh, no. Oh, no. Just when you think it can't get worse for Kansas City, they're trailing the Chargers. If they lose this game, they're most likely pretty much out of the playoffs. And Mahomes' knee is injured. It buckled. And that's no good. 2nd and 10. Dart is going to look. Throws to the outside to Tracy. Tracy's going to get 3 yards. 3rd and 7 coming up for the Giants. But right now the news is Mahomes kind of got rolled up on. Helmet to the back of the knee. And now he is grabbing at his left knee there. And he is on the ground. He is in significant pain. And, oh, no. ELS saying that did not look good. Crafty saying Mahomes hurt bad. Mahomes is hurt. Yeah, just a lot of oh-no's and hurts. Yeah. As you see the Chiefs, just everybody on a knee. Oh, God. Even the Chargers on a knee. You don't want to see that to anybody. You don't that's not great. Throws for Slayton. Knocked away by the Redskins. 4th and 8 coming up here for the Giants from the 38-yard line of the Redskins. Last chance saloon for the New York Football Giants. But right now the big news is Patrick Mahomes. Really hurt. He's limping off the field on his own power. So maybe not as bad as we first thought. So he is walking off. It still might be a bad injury, but he's walking it off like a goddamn trooper. Jackson Dart throws. Incomplete. No flag. They're going to have no flag against Robinson. That's incomplete. And that is the football game. Washington can just kneel on it, and that will end it. Dart looking for a flag, didn't get one. Everybody's looking for a flag. The referees just want to get out of the cold. So 1st and 20 coming up here for the Chiefs. By the way, this game is now going to be final. Washington gets a kneel on the ball. That'd be hilarious, Crafty. Jaguars with a 28-point lead over the New York Jets. 48-20, and that game just blew them out of the water. Third down coming up here for the Chiefs. 3rd and 7. Texans win by 20 over the Cardinals, 40-20. Bears beat the Browns, 31-3. Eagles beat the Raiders, 31-0. Although that was, if they didn't beat the Raiders by that score, it was going to be a problem. Minshew looks, throws. It's going to be a first down on 3rd and 7. So the Chiefs still alive. 28 seconds remaining. They have 2 timeouts, the Chiefs do. They're going to lose one here. And that is the final. The Washington Redskins 29, the New York Football Giants 21. The Giants fall to 2-12. As the Giants are going to have a worse record than they did last year, most likely. So that's that for the Giants. Jaguars-Jets finally went fouled, 48-20. That game there. The only game still going on is Chiefs-Chargers. 20 seconds remaining. 2nd and 10. Chiefs have 1 timeout. Crafty says, hey, watch Minshew lead the Chiefs to the Super Bowl. Hey, we've seen Stranger Things. Good show, that is. Well, I mean, it was. Nowadays, it's pretty ass, but. Speaking of pretty ass, Millie Bobby Brown. She's got pretty ass. But I can't say that. That's terrible. I can still say it. Millie Bobby Brown. But here's the thing. When she started that show, she was like fucking 10. Now she's like 25. Like, Jesus Christ, guys. Let's speed up the fucking production schedule here. So here we go. 2nd and 15 coming up now for the Chiefs. $20 seconds remaining. By the way, we will be leaving this stream in a second to go over to the Packers-Broncos stream, which we will be doing. Minshew throws. That's going to be intercepted. And that's going to do it. And just end it now. The Chiefs' run, not only for the division, but for the playoffs, is over. The Chiefs are basically done. Maybe not mathematically, but they certainly are there. And it still may be mathematical because the Bills needed to win. And I believe they did. And there's other teams that had to win. I know there was a thing online showing it, but that's it. That's it, man. Chiefs run is over. It's done. The Chiefs are not going to make the playoffs this year. That'll be that. That'll be that, ladies and gentlemen. What else can you do? But thank you so much for joining us here on this stream for the Giants and the Redskins. Redskins win 29-21 over the New York Football Giants. Coming up right now, right after this, is the Green Bay Packers versus the Denver Broncos. Join me over on that stream. That'll be coming up right now. Thank you so much for joining us, ladies and gentlemen. I will see you on the other side until literally 2 minutes from now. My name is King. This has been Stay Tuned Sports. Thank you for joining us. Adios.